The song we're going to be walking through today is You Never Know. You Never Know is in raised B tuning, so you need a different set of strings, and they are in B, E, A, D, F sharp, and B. This song is not for the faint of heart. This is definitely an intermediate or expert rated song. If you're a beginner guitar player, you're welcome to follow along. It is not going to be a lot of fun for a while, at least from my experience. It takes a lot of practice to get good at songs like this. I certainly still have work to do, as you're probably about to see. The tabs that I'm going to show here, right over here, are from davetabs.com. There are a few places where I disagree with the tabs, or I do things differently because I just need to modify a shape to work better for the way that my hand can play it. I'll call those out so that you're aware of those differences. The beginning of the song is going to call itself here intro and verse, and it's like this. That goes on for quite a while, actually. There is one difference already. What Dave does in that little slide from 9 to 10 on your first string, he does that with his ring finger and makes a chord shape like this, which I just can't do. It just hurts my hand too much, so I slide from 9 to 10 with my pinky, and that creates a little bit more space to make this shape. It's still not an easy one, but it's much more doable for me. So that's one little difference. In order to get into the pre-chorus from this intro, you're going to have to do a little walk down of chords like this. Let me do the whole thing so you can see how it goes, and I'll try and update the tabs to match. Okay, so that's it, just that little... Here's the pre-chorus of the song, which I think of as the main riff. When you think of You Never Know in your head, it is probably this part of the song that you're thinking of. I'm going to play it nice and slow, and I'll do the little walk-in that leads into it from the intro of the song as well. So here we go. I would just practice that over and over and over again. At full speed, it's going to be more like this. And you can hear, if you get that slide wrong, which I do a fair amount of the time, it really sounds terrible. If you only go right there, or if you go gross, right? So you want to make sure you practice that a lot. It'll lead right into the next section. All right, to get from the pre-chorus into the chorus, you cut it a little short. So you stop right before you do that sliding section that we just did. And instead you jump right into a modified A shape. So I'll show you what that looks like too. So it's just the and right into that shape. The chorus is probably the easiest part of the song. So you start there, you're going to go C shape, and then a G shape, and then a D shape. And here's what that sounds like. And the first time he does it, he goes 3, 2, and then back to the intro. He only does that once, so we won't spend too much time on that. Okay, so from that chorus, the next bit that I want to cover is the all fall down part of the song. So if you're going from the chorus to all fall down, it's going to sound like this. We'll start in the same position on that A shape. And then he's going to slide all the way up to this little 8-10 thing that you see up here, which just sounds like this. And then that's going to lead into All Fall Down. And the first shape of All Fall Down looks like a C chord played way up on the 10th, 9th, and 8th frets. Okay, so here's how this is going to work from the chorus. what's going to happen next in this song is a section that I actually disagree with the tabs on. The tabs that you're going to see here show a lot of hammering on and off. I actually don't see Dave doing that. And I think that the way that you create the sound that the person who wrote those tabs is hearing is with your pick hand. So the shape is going to look like a modified A minor shape here. That's the first portion of this section of the song, which sounds like this. And it's important to hit this root of that chord first. So instead of going like this, which I think just sounds really weird, you can get that same sort of a sound by what Dave does is he's a little bit lazy in the way that he puts his hand down on the guitar, and that creates one hammer on. So it's like this. You'll see it with the F shape that I'm going to do next. Right, so there's one little, and then that's about it. And then if you just modify the strumming pattern a little bit, instead of being totally standard and consistent, he emphasizes a little bit. So it sounds like this. So that extra little bit. This is called chorus jam into pre-chorus, which is basically your little bridge to get from that section back into the main riff of the song. So let's do that really quickly. See how that goes, right? So that is basically the entire song, all of those bits and pieces. It takes a lot of work to string them all together and actually to remember where am I going next. So good to play along with a recording of the song. The album version is excellent for this, just makes your timing very, very consistent. And the song ends doing what I just did, going from the All Fall Down section through that little transition from the jam into the pre-chorus, and it ends on that weird just single note on the second fret. So here's the ending of the song. Like a nice quick little cut, which is extra cool. All right, so this is a great song. Really excited to be able to bring those tabs to folks, and hopefully this encourages one or two people to give it a try. You need raised B tuning. If you tried this in standard, you probably found out most of the way through that it's not so great for that one section of the song. So I would really encourage you to try it out. I'm happy to put together a video if anyone's interested on how to get the correct gauges of strings for raised B tuning. It's a lot of fun, doesn't hurt your guitar. Anyway, if you're someone who loves playing Dave Matthews, definitely a thing that it's worth learning how to do, because it opens up so many songs to you, and it feels so good when you can finally make the guitar sound like you know it's supposed to. All right, so with all that, good luck. Please let me know what you think of this video. Comments, likes, whatever, shoot me a message. Let me know what you'd like to see next. Thanks.